Everyone knows that there was this invisible hierarchy in high school. Well, in my school, I don't think it was very invisible because everyone took it a little bit too seriously. I think the majority of people, even if they don't want to admit it, used to judge each other based on popularity. And I think every single person knew approximately where they were placed within this popularity ranking scale. For me personally, let's say there was about 100 people in our school. I was about 40 to 50th. This is obviously some rough number because we didn't have ourselves ranked by numbers. Whoever was the most popular didn't go around saying, you are 75th, you are 36th. It was nothing like that, but the majority of people knew whereabouts they were on the scale. It's also actually quite hard to give an actual number because I don't know how everyone viewed popularity. I'm sure everyone viewed it slightly differently. I'm sure some people view the popular people as the well-known people, you know, the people that talk to a lot of people or people that are just very well-known amongst the school. Or I'm sure other people use other metrics just based on their own personal experiences with these people. You know, I'm sure people had conversations with other people and they're just like, yeah, this guy's probably popular. It also could have been based on Instagram followers, but I don't know if that's possible because I don't think everyone used Instagram back then. But now thinking about it, in reality, if you didn't use Instagram, I think it would be quite impossible for you to be considered popular. Because quote unquote, the popular kids all had Instagram and they took it so seriously. I genuinely can name probably 15 to 20 people that bought fake Instagram followers just so they had more followers because it seemed kind of cool back then. I don't know, bro. I always thought it was so stupid when I saw people buy fake Instagram followers. But at the same time, we were children and, you know, I think it's just children mentality. I think people back then would do pretty much anything to seem cool, you know, or just bump up their cool points a little bit. Or, you know, based on the topic of this video, just bump up a few positions in the social hierarchy. Our school also followed the traditional stereotypes. You know, the sporty people or the people that were just in sports teams were known as the popular ones. And you know, the people that played video games were considered nerds and just more lower down in the popularity ranking. Well, actually thinking about it, maybe not playing video games because all the sporty people I knew back then also played video games. You know, so maybe to be lower down in the ranking, you just had to be like a big nerd, you know, those type of people that just study and that's all they do. As I said earlier in the video, I was around 40th to 50th probably, and I think that makes me the perfect candidate to actually make a video like this. Because I was bang in the middle, I was the type of guy that was friends with everyone in the year. You know, I probably couldn't talk to every single person, but I think the majority of people I could probably hold a conversation with. I was really close to the people towards the top of the ranking and I was close to some of the people lower down in the ranking. So genuinely I could be the perfect person to make this video. Well, at least from my school. I always thought the concept of the high school hierarchy was so stupid. Like, why do we think it was fine to judge people based on their interests and based on who they hang out with? Like, truly thinking back on it, why did it matter if someone liked fucking basketball or if someone liked playing video games? Why does you being on a sports team make you a lot cooler and why do you get treated better than someone that just wants to study and have good grades? I don't know, man, it was so stupid. And I know I just said I always thought this way, but if I'm being realistic with myself, if I'm being completely honest, I'm sure there was a part of me, you know, deep down that also judged people based on their interests and who they hanged out with. I can't give you like actual examples of me thinking that way, but if I'm like being honest, I'm sure at some point I thought that way. Maybe at the same time, I'm saying this so easily because I never had it bad. I was never treated badly based on my interest or anything because as I said, I was bang in the middle. But I definitely saw how the less popular students were treated by the more popular students, and you know, I'm quite grateful I was actually bang in the middle. I don't really want to say this because as I said, I was friends with a lot of the popular people, but some of them were like genuine bullies and you know, they didn't, holy shit, what the fuck happened here, bro? People were dying out here. Oh, I think I found who killed them. Hello there, my friends. Let's not kill my sheep buddies. I will take all the food and wool though, thank you very much, but let's not do that. Come on now, we're peaceful out here. So as I was saying, some of these popular people were definitely bullies, man. They never did anything physically or anything, but you could just tell that they were always talking down on the less popular people. And actually saying that, it was actually very rare for the popular students to go talk to anyone else, which was kind of crazy because they were known to be the most popular people. You know, they were known to know the most people, talk to the most people. But in reality, they always just kept to themselves and only talked within their popular group. But again, I guess that's what the less popular people did as well. They did just stick within their own groups. I think it was only us, the people in the very middle, that could talk to everyone, or that was at least willing to talk to everyone. I think we just saw most people as humans, you know, we weren't there going around judging everyone every single second of the day. This high school hierarchy thing was so evident during our last 2 years of school. So I think for the American education system, this is the junior and senior year of high school. And for the British system, it's year 12 and year 13 or just sixth form. In these 2 years, we had this designated area just for us older students. This area was where we would chill before school, after school, between classes. We would come here for free periods, you know, we would just be here all the time. And this area was split into two, well, not actually split into two, but I'm more talking about where people would go sit. The left side of the area is where the more popular students would go, and the right side of the area is where the less popular students would go. And there definitely wasn't like a rule in place where you couldn't cross sides or anything. If you wanted to, you definitely could. Who the fuck would stop you? And the splitting of the area was definitely not like the idea of the popular students or anything like that. One of the popular students did not just go around saying you are not allowed to enter our area or anything like that. In reality, it just naturally happened. The more popular people just got attracted to the left side, and the less popular people just went to the right side. I'm not too sure why this happened, but if I had to guess, the left side of the area was just more built to socialize. You could tell that the seating area was built to socialize because they were super close to each other. And I guess that makes perfect sense that the more social people went to the social side. While the right side had big tables and there was like big gaps between these tables, so I guess it was made for smaller groups. Which again makes sense because the people that were less popular loved to just hang out within their own groups. Well, that's at least what it seemed like. I'm not too sure if they actually wanted to come to the left side or not, but they never really did, so I just assumed no. But again, because there was a social hierarchy in place, I think they also could have just been a bit scared to come to the left side. It's actually so stupid, man. You could tell that the people that were more popular or seemed more popular were more respected. They were just like placed on this pedestal where people would like almost worship them. That's a little bit exaggerated, but you could tell that they would be nervous when talking to these people. I know this because I definitely used to feel this when I was younger, and I'll go more into that in a little bit, but yeah, people definitely respected them a lot more than they respected the less popular people. In year 12 or junior year, my main friend group used to sit on the right side, so the less popular side, while some of my other friends used to sit on the left side, so I would always be jumping between the two sides. Realistically, I was probably one of the few people that would actually cross over between the sides. It almost felt like I was crossing a border illegally or some shit, but you know, that's what I would be doing. But by year 13, my main friend group also moved to the left side. It was almost like they got a promotion, they got boosted up the rankings. In other words, I pretty much forced them to come to the left side because I just couldn't be asked to jump between the two sides. But it actually ended up working out. They started becoming friends with my other friends, and that was perfect for me. But because they moved to the left side as well, I pretty much never went to the right side again. There's literally no point for me to go to the right side anymore because all my friends were on the left side. So for the final year of school, I don't actually know much of the right side. I hope those boys were doing well. I hope they had a great time, but I honestly had no idea what they were up to. Or realistically, they were just fucking studying for the exams like everyone else should be doing, but instead I was just wasting my time socializing and just being a dumbass. I think this block isn't necessary, you know. Oh, give me that shit. Nice. Yeah, that looks kind of cool. It's floating now. I don't know why I'm even deeping it. It's not that deep. Okay, whatever. The good thing about year 13 or senior year is that everyone started merging a little bit. I'm talking about just on the left side, so it is just the more popular people. But in the previous year, even with just the left side people, it was almost split into different groups. As I said, I would jump within groups, but you know, the majority of people would stick within their groups. But by year 13, everyone kind of merged. I honestly don't know why, but you could tell that the social hierarchy thing was slowly fizzling out. Well, at least that's what I think. I don't know if you ask someone else if they would say the same thing, but in my opinion, that's what happened. It almost felt like most of the people on the left side could just go sit on any table and we would be able to talk to anyone. I would see like the most random group of people that I never thought I would see, but it was kind of cool to see such a thing. The thing about this high school hierarchy is it did not actually start in high school. It started in the younger years. It started in year 7 in my opinion. I think year 7 is the start of middle school. I actually could be completely wrong. Middle school could have started in year 3. I really don't know. Pretty much in our school there was like a huge jump between year 6 and year 7, and I think year 7 was when the hierarchy thing begun. At the same time though, younger than year 7, I was just always clueless and I was always just in my own world and I didn't really know anyone apart from my small group of friends. So maybe it could have started like a lot younger, but in my opinion it started in year 7. Also real quick, let me just do a level 30 enchantment on this diamond pickaxe. Bang, I won fortune 3 and I'm guessing it's just gonna be unbreaking 3 and maybe like efficiency 4. No, not even that, just unbreaking 3. Fucking lovely, bro. That is what I wanted. Let's fucking go. I'm disenchanting that shit immediately. Where is that? Oh, it's upstairs, I think. Yeah, right here. Perfect. Get that shit off my pickaxe right now. Let me check just in case if it's fortune. Okay, it's unbreaking 3 again, and maybe it'll be fortune 3 this time. We'll see. Shit, I mean, we'll see it later because I do not have the levels for that right now. So as I was saying, I think this hierarchy thing started in year 7. Going into year 7, if I had to rank myself again, I probably was around like 75th or something like that. Number 1 being most popular and 100 being least popular. So I wasn't very popular back then. I wouldn't say I was very popular in the later years as well, but as I said, I was probably 40th to 50th, which is a huge drastic change compared to 75th. Back then I had about 5 or 6 friends and all of them were definitely more towards the bottom of this hierarchy. Back then when I would see the people that were considered popular, I used to actually be nervous to talk to those guys. Every interaction I had with them, it was almost like I was talking to someone that's higher than me or like better than me, which is obviously so stupid because like we're all just kids, you know, no one is better than the other just because they play sports or whatever. But luckily for me, there was this one guy in my class that I ended up becoming super good friends with. He's actually one of my best friends right now, but I'm not trying to boost his ego because he watches some of my videos. So if you're watching this, nah bro, I don't even like you like that. Nah, I'm joking, but pretty much what ended up happening was because I played Minecraft and this guy also played Minecraft, we ended up becoming good friends through that. And then I showed him what Counter-Strike was, and you know, that probably wasn't the best idea because he got so fucking addicted to it. I mean, so did I, and actually I do not regret it because that's one of the main reasons why we are such good friends till this day. But yeah, pretty much this guy was considered popular, and at the time, I'll be honest, I had no idea who he actually was. Like I had seen him around school, but I didn't know he was a popular kid. So talking to him, I wasn't like nervous or anything, and I just thought he was like a normal guy, so I was just talking to him. And because we ended up becoming becoming good friends, he introduced me to his other friends, and you know, these were other popular people. I'm not talking about the real deal, bro. I'm talking about like the top 10 most popular in our year. Some of these guys were good friends with older students, and that was really cool back then. Even in the final years of high school, I did not know anyone in the other years. I obviously knew a few people here and there, but I definitely was not known in the older year or the younger year. I knew some people in my sister's year, but that's like 5 years older than us, so that obviously doesn't matter. And I knew some people in random years just because they were siblings of my friends. But again, that obviously doesn't really count. So yeah, as I was saying, these were like really popular kids, and back then I was quite nervous to talk to those guys. Before speaking to them, I just assumed that they were gonna be dickheads and they were gonna treat me like in a not good way. But to my surprise, they were actually super nice to me. The reality is they probably just didn't want to treat me bad because I was a good friend of their good friend. Or maybe they were just feeling extremely nice that day. I don't really know. But yeah, I ended up becoming pretty good friends with these guys as well. So again, yeah, I think I am the perfect guy to make this video because there was a point in my life where I was towards the bottom of this ranking, and then there was a time where I was in the middle. I would love to say that there was a time where I was towards the top, but that never fucking happened. I was definitely never a cool kid or anything like that. You know, I definitely wasn't popular, but you know, I was good friends with the popular kids, which was kind of cool, I guess. But again, even calling them the popular kids kind of cringes me out now, but back then that was just the normal. Till this day, I can't believe we used to sit there and be like, oh my god, there's this cool kid that's talking to me. Like, fucking hell, bro, that's so stupid. I'm really happy that the concept of the high school hierarchy actually just dies after school. From my experience in university, there's no such thing as that. Some of you may have experienced a different thing, but for me, there definitely wasn't a hierarchy in university. And that's actually just like such a nice breath of fresh air because that shit was so stupid back in school, man. And now that I'm graduated from university, I know I'm never gonna have this ranking thing again. So yeah, I'm quite happy about that. Also, in the later years, I was definitely more close to the more popular people than the less popular people. So the truth is, in the final year of high school, I definitely didn't talk much with the people that were considered not as popular, or you know, the people that just were more towards the bottom of this hierarchy thing. But recently we had this high school reunion and I got to talk to a lot of these people, and it was just really cool to catch up with them. At this reunion, naturally people were just hanging out with the people they hanged out with in high school, so there were still these like small little groups, but I felt like we were all on the same level for once. It was like a really good feeling. I was talking to these people and there was no judgment going through my brain. There was no part of my brain thinking that, oh my god, this guy's not that popular, so I shouldn't talk to him. As I said before, I don't think I really ever thought that way, but I'm sure there was a part of me that maybe potentially thought that in high school. And I know I wasn't the only one that thought we were all on the same level now, because you know, the popular kids or the people that were known as popular back in high school were talking to the less popular kids, and it was just like a cool thing to see. I'd be super surprised if the hierarchy was still there after high school, because like that shit definitely just dies once we graduate. It would be so stupid if we still had the hierarchy now. You know, most of us are 21, some of us are turning 22 soon. If we still had that in our grown age, then I would be so disappointed. But yeah, I can happily say that that is over, and it's almost like a fairy tale ending. That almost makes it sound like we're about to die or something. No, I just mean like this chapter of high school is finally over in my life. Well, it's been years since I've graduated now. I've graduated from university this year, so I guess the chapter of education is over in my life. Ooh, that's the enchanted fishing rod. Please be good, please be good, please be good. I mean, it's not the worst thing, I guess. Talking about high school just has reminded me of all the random high school drama that used to happen back in the day, and I used to live for that shit, man. I'll probably make like a whole separate video on that because I'm not trying to make this video too long. But yeah, it's crazy because I'm never gonna experience that high school drama again, because you know, again, that's another thing that just dies once we graduate. And in university, there definitely was zero drama, and now that I've graduated, there's even less drama, which is crazy. I definitely do love living this no drama life, you know, it's quite fun, but at the same time, I do miss that high school drama just a little bit. Don't get me wrong, I was never really part of the drama. I just used to love listening to the drama of other people. Again, as I said, because I could talk to the majority of the year, I would always hear different sides of, you know, the drama, and it would always be so fun to listen to. Realistically, this would only be within the popular people, because I think the less popular people just did not give a shit about drama or anything. And also, that's another fishing rod. Please be good, please be good, please be good. Oh my god, that's pretty fucking good. Oh, that's fucking insane. Oh my god, wait. We've got it. We can make a god fishing rod. Holy shit. If I just combine this with this, that's a god fishing rod, no? I'm actually just gonna go do that right fucking now, because that is crazy. Where is my anvil? Where is my anvil? It's right here. Oh my god. That is gonna cost a lot of fucking money. Why did I call it money? Enchantment. Oh, that's definitely worth it. I mean, we technically don't need the Unbreaking 3 if there's mending, but actually I guess you do, because mending takes XP. And with Unbreaking 3, I guess it breaks slower, so less XP. I don't really know what I'm waffling about here. I've got to get a creative name, right? I can't just call it fishing rod. I said creative. I don't know how creative that is, but fish very nice is good enough, bro. What was I even talking about? I obviously was talking about something to do with high school, but what was I talking about? Oh, the high school drama stuff. Yeah. So as I was saying, the less popular people just didn't have much drama because they only stuck within their friend group, which obviously makes sense. But I guess, as I said, the more popular people also did the same thing. So how was their drama? A stick. I got a stick. Wow. That's amazing. Shit, man, I'm gonna quickly write down high school drama on my notes app just so I remember to talk about this one day. I'm trying to think if there was anything else I wanted to say. I don't really think so. I think that is all I wanted to say. Let me know down in the comments if you guys had like a high school hierarchy as well. If not, good for you, because that's fucking amazing. But at the same time, I think you missed out a little bit. It was kind of fun. If you guys ended up enjoying this video though, please do leave a like and subscribe. And if you're still watching till now, you're definitely enjoying it. So you might as well click on the video that just popped up. Or don't, it's obviously up to you. Thank you guys for watching and have a great night. Peace.